have to go to Portsmouth tonight. I'm in Hope Valley.
Okay. Let's get this show on the road. Hello, guys, gals, and non-binary pals, and welcome to another episode of Mike's campaign of Sugoi sauce. Because reasons. As always, we'll run through this because we're running a little behind. We've got Babbage Charles, the Gnome Tinkerer, aka Jim. We've got the Furblog Druid, you, aka Jeff. We've got Canadian Stormbless, Zach, aka the High Elf Monk. I'm switching where my AKAs are in the middle of this introduction, and that's fine. And then Deacon Sylvia, the Knowledge Cleric, the Blessed Bellarmine, the Great. When we last saw our heroes, because their moral decisions are entirely up to them. I choose not to value. I choose not to place values on them as they choose to act and do what they will. They were basically flying to escape the snowy apocalypse world that they're flying through, because they keep coming across really, really dangerous things and dealt with some really, really nasty spiders that like to explode magical power at them, back at them, with lots of little dots of death that I would use to track how many times they've been hit by magical attacks, and then that would do a lot more damage when they hit them. So
Don't
when we,
poke the spiders.
yeah, very special, weird, magical type of spiders. Anyway,
Magical spider.
so to try to get out as fast as possible, they transformed into some giant eagles and flew into the whiteout blizzard. Although very low to the ground, managing to at least to do some sort of navigation across the road they could barely see while still skittering across. And then got to this bridge. I had at the end of the last episode actually fast forwarded to the edge of a town. I'm pushing everybody back. I'm retroactively putting everybody back here just for the purposes of, because what I want to explain that I don't think I did a very good job of last time was that the moment you break out of like the whiteout here, you don't have a whiteout storm anymore. The scenery you see in front of you at the low altitude is mostly like a snow blanketed forest. There is still like there's still like a light fog mist, so it's almost like there's a light fog. So it's not like you can see like off into the horizon. But you have much more visibility than you've used to been having for the last several days. Your characters have been surviving in the freezing cold. Um, so it's not nearly. It's still cold. It's not like bitterly cold at the moment you get across this bridge as giant eagles. And like I said, your visibility is maybe out to like a quarter of a mile, but it's certainly not the 20 feet in whiteout you've been dealing with. Your eyes almost hurt from the fact that like you can actually focus on a distance for the first time in a while, outside of when you were fighting the spiders, and seeing the giant swirl thing that was what you thought was going to be the mana mine. So yeah, mostly
Was
what you
it
see. Yes.
was it gradually leaving the snow storm, or was it just like hit a wall and then burst out?
No, it's not like in a wall, but it's fairly quick, especially with how fast you're going as eagles. Um, Hold on a second.
I guess my question is: Are we
There we go.
still eagle? Are we still on eagles?
I don't have it on this map, but yes, you are. You are still on eagles. I just to make sure, just to explain, I don't want to drive. I don't want to drive the team in a certain direction, without giving you all the information you would want. So I don't. Here, we'll do this. We'll move everybody to the map. So I think your original plan, as it stood, was to swing by Vineholm and then go south. But now that you can actually like see a little bit further and you're not just in a straight up whiteout condition, I didn't know if you wanted to turn immediately south, or if it was still your plan to swing by the town.
My suggestion was still to at least scout Vineholm,
Okay,
determine if it was a nice place to stay, and if not, then just dip out.
got it.
But at least get some information since we're gonna be there. That was just what I thought.
All right.
I don't speak for everybody.
Right. Remind me. I think it's you and Canadian are the Eagles. Yes.
As far as I understand.
Yeah.
All right. So I mean, the two of you are the ones that are controlling where this is going. So I will go off of. We'll say Canadian's the one in the lead for, unless you protests. So Canadian, where are you flying this pairing now that you actually have a little bit more of a view of what you can see?
So am I currently? I'm
You're
still
still a
currently
giant.
eagle.
You're still a giant eagle. Yeah, I'll put you all
Right.
here for now.
Very
But
good.
like, you can scroll down and see better, more like picturesque views of what this bridge actually looks like.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, lovely.
Yes.
I like that.
That's
Okay.
nice. Moving on.
Oh, wow. I didn't even realize that's scrolling down.
Yes, I don't normally have that, but Mr. MacGuffin,
Map Guffin. I
yes.
like that.
There's lots of different resources that you can use for making maps. Thank you, MacGuffin.
I just like the name of it.
Yes. So yeah, Zach, assuming, or I'm sorry, Canaan, assuming you're the one in charge of this
Yep.
group, where are you flying?
Is this the only bridge I can see for, I guess, a long way? Like, if I look, I
Well,
guess,
so like your
north and
visibility,
south there.
right? So visibility still like behind you. It's a wall of. It seems to be like a wall of snow and wind. Or like but like the moment you're out to here, like you can feel the temperature getting warmer. Well, maybe not you. Everybody else can because your ring makes you comfortable everywhere. But like your vision is only about a quarter mile in all
Oh, I
directions.
see.
This is the only
Okay.
this is the only bridge you can see. But again, you're not. It's not that you can see to the horizon. But yes, this is the only bridge
Alright.
you can see.
So honestly, I mean, at that point, I don't think that this bridge would deter me from continuing.
Okay.
I would probably say that I would fly over the bridge and then maybe perch on. If you scroll down a little bit, like I'm assuming we're coming from the left here.
Yes.
All right. I would kind of try to like perch on the highest point just to take a survey of what is further east.
Okay. Oh, I didn't realize. So that's an inaccuracy of the picture now that I'm looking at it. So you have like a rock outcropping on the left side where you started. The right side actually should just be trees. There isn't actually well, I mean, it could be a very short outcropping, I suppose, but like almost as soon as you get off the map, it's like you're looking over what looks like a set of a snowy forest full of mostly pine trees.
And just to be clear, we have retconned. We have not reached that.
Yes, you have not. You haven't actually reached Fineholm yet.
Got it. Okay.
I just wanted to make sure you all understood the scenery.
So yeah. So then, I mean, honestly, if I just saw a forest ahead and I saw nothing looming above the forest or anything super scary, I would just continue on east.
Okay. I assume you continue to follow. Alright, and since the other two are simply on for the ride.
Yeah, we're
Hanging out for dear life.
Canadian Enchanted.
Alright, so I don't have the
I'm
actual
trying
eagles.
to draft. I'm trying to draft behind Canaan.
Very good.
So
Alright,
I
so
can kinda-
yeah, you find out. I mean, you end up on this road here to just give you a sense of the scenery, gliding directly over this tree that's in the middle of the
Yep.
road, no problem.
I'd be trying to stay pretty low. I mean, not like
Right.
like treetop height, just above treetops, just to
Did you
fly
make
below the
this
radar, as it
incarnate
were.
map? It's nice.
I will neither confirm or deny whether or not I make these maps in Incarnate because time efforts. And then you come across another road, which you glaze over, you fly over quickly, and then now, I mean, you spend maybe, I don't know, like, you're going so fast that it's probably like a half an hour of flying, if that, maybe like closer to 20 minutes before we're back where we started.
Gotcha. So that was more just like understanding where we were going and coming.
Context.
Yep.
Yes.
Appreciate
Well, that,
that.
and if you decided to not go to town because you could actually see further than 20 feet. But I wanted to make sure. I don't want to.
So speaking of see further than 20 feet, is that visibility still affecting this map?
I have to update everybody's. Everybody's tokens were the same as before. Hold on. Give me a moment.
Gotten any hit points back?
Let's see.
No, we haven't rested yet.
No. Give me a moment.
Time
I'll
of
update
day?
everybody's tokens. Oh gosh, it's probably mid-morning at this point.
Mid morning. General weather, foggy, not too much wind. Temperatures are more temperate, but still chilly.
I mean, it's not. Before you were dealing with like sub-zero temperatures. Now it's
It's
like,
winter.
right.
It's not Antarctica.
correct. Yeah, you're not in the frozen tundra that is the extremes of cold. It's like closer to. It's closer to like
It's
20
winter
degrees.
in New England. It's winter in New England. It's temperate, but it's cold. It's not Arctic, so we don't need.
Yeah, I
We
mean
don't need to stay near.
it's
these
like the
places.
coldest it gets in New England.
It's still cold enough, I think, to affect exhaustion based on rules as written.
Fair, but yeah,
Ah.
it's still cold enough that like you clearly need to be bundled. But you all like have clothing that you made from like the Yeti cloaks that
Oh,
is
yeah.
basically enough for you all to be like you don't need to be around the heat engine within like 10
No more
feet
heat
of it.
pump.
Yeah, your
Sweet.
clothes are enough.
I can reclaim those affect engines, which
Yes.
I will ask to do so.
Yeah.
And me, I don't really care about the cold. I'm like that one kid on campus that's walking around in shorts and a winter jacket.
Oh, that guy. No one likes that guy.
Yeah. But everybody knows him.
Friends
I
like
take it back.
Okay.
So we have now descended. Yes, no longer eagle form.
yeah. Upon seeing this city here, would I know that it's Vineholm?
Well,
I guess I would probably guess.
I mean, you
Hold
as
on,
you
maybe
come up
not.
upon it, I mean, it kind of surprises you a little bit because it's not like any of the buildings really stick up that far above the trees.
Mhm.
Nothing's more than like a story tall. Almost everything. Like there's there's like one or two buildings that you think you may have noticed off in the distance, but for the most part, it just seems like it's a whole lot of low-lying buildings that are. I mean, more than anything,
So-
from a distance, you may have noticed that like this was a space where there were a lack of trees, and then as you get closer, it's like, oh, because there's buildings.
So then I think that what I would do prior to landing would probably be to just do one, circle over the town
Right.
and then land where we are. Just kind of like
We-
a quick scope.
we go high and who goes low?
I mean, you have control over the eagles, so feel free to move them around and explore if you so choose.
Oh, can you change you as or who as well, please?
Oh, his visibility. Yeah, hold on. Oh, that's what it was. Dimming. None. There we go. Okay. There's still like a cloud cover, so it's not like you have daylight, but unless, like I said, there's still a mist.
Soft light though.
Yeah, basically.
And still strong. Does who see any movement on the ground?
No. No, he does not. What he does see does all seem to be perfectly still.
Is this also a frozen statue?
Yes. Bellarmine, you notice a crow perched on top of this building.
Can you speak with the crow at all? Do you think?
You is currently, well, I don't know, is you flying around?
I am. I'm with Canadin and but I'm using who to actually get kind of lower because he's a little more nondescript.
Which one's me? Am I this one? Am I the top? I have control of both of these eagles. I don't want to move.
I gave everybody control of all the eagles. Just pick one.
Oh, okay.
I can't speak crow.
Oh, my eagle doesn't have.
Well, I think the two have dropped you two off here at the edge of the town, and they're flying around.
Well, my knowledge of birds, being an amateur ornithologist, is that if there's a crow, there's got to be something for the crow to eat. If there's something for the crow to eat, it's probably not all these frozen bodies.
Yeah, they're omnivores, so they can eat most anything.
After who completes his loop, he'll fly close enough to you to say there's no movement, and then I will then descend.
Yeah, I'm making some
Don't
loops
wander too
too.
far, Robert. We don't know what's in these buildings.
Sorry, I have to retrograde. Retrograde. That's not the right word.
It's retroactive.
There we go. Back to it. Retcon. You were who was flying low? You were saying?
Yeah, who was
Yeah.
low? They were high.
I'm flying high. I'm probably
Okay.
Like 100, couple 100 yards above. Just do a quick.
A couple 100 yards above. Got it.
600 feet.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Not so low to see intricate detail, but enough that you'll see something moving.
Got it. No,
against the
my
white
bad.
back.
Okay, no retcons. I apologize. Okay. Yeah, no, you see no movement whatsoever anywhere. I mean, if anything, it seems. I mean, it's almost unsettling because you almost got used to the buffeting white noise that was the wind, and now it's almost eerily calm. Like there's almost no wind at all.
A little
And you
too
Like a ringing in our ears.
Yeah, basically. I mean, like, and especially because you only just got out of it like half an hour ago.
We just got out of the concert.
Basically, yeah, like your ears are still ringing from that. I mean, you think so? Well, actually, no, you would be somewhat deaf. Bellarmine probably, as you were flying so fast, did see the occasional like natural animal in the woods as you were flying past. Like he thinks he may have saw like a rabbit, maybe. Um, like a winter rabbit of a sort. So there is, or like the occasional track through the snow as you came through. So it's not like there's zero life, but it does seem eerily quiet now that you've actually like stopped and you're not just like
Is
flying through the
there
air.
a order of a casting, or can I cast Mass Healing Word again?
I don't know how many spells you have left.
I don't either. It's a level 3. And I didn't hear a beep.
I mean, according to a sheet, he has the slots, assuming the sheet's accurate.
Well, alright, for the sake of it, then everybody gets 7 more hit points. I'll assume he does this while everybody's actually nearby.
Yeah, look, I'll take that. For sure. Thank you.
Something's wrong with my toe.
I need.
Bar is not.
Yeah, gentlemen, I'm hurting here, gents. I could really use a rest. That 7 points was quite helpful here.
7 points.
You're trying to add 7? Jim?
It's in the bubble, but it's not in the bar. So the green bubble says 26, but the bar only says.
Huh, my bar says 26 for you. That's weird.
I'll show you a screenshot.
No, I believe you.
Are any of these buildings habitable that we could take a rest or something?
Well, I mean, that's kind of what we were trying to scout, but I'm a bit off put. Oddly enough, I'm the only one a bit off put by the frozen people that were discovered. Like, does anyone else find this strange?
Frozen people and a crow.
Yeah, crow, I don't care about so much as the frozen solid human standing in front of me.
I'm wondering if you can speak to the crow.
With that, it flies
Probably.
You has magics to speak the language of the little devil hoppers, yes, but you need some time to prepare this.
Meanwhile, the crow has left.
Nah.
Did anybody count it? Thanks, Zach. Let's all right, well, I mean, if we're trying to rest, let's take a look at one of these buildings here. And I will approach number 12 cautiously.
There are windows on the side of the building. It looks like it's a rather decent domicile. Looks like a home of sorts. A little larger than the other buildings you see near you. There are windows. There is no light on the inside.
Wow. Before everyone walks away, Bellarmine, come close. Come, everyone, come close.
Where are you?
Okay. And then before we start poking about.
For the next hour, we've got.
Very nice.
Why
Wow,
can't I see any of this that's going on here? I can't see it. Oh, there it is.
The chat box.
Listen, at this point, I am effectively invisible. So if perhaps I will scout on ahead, if everybody's okay with that.
I feel like we can all scout on ahead, but sure. All I really want to know is if this is a safe place to stay. This building next to us.
It's
Alright,
weird
then
that it
I
says
will-
my spell save DC is 16 because it's actually base 17. Not that it matters for that spell, but
Is there a door?
That's
I have
that's a 15 for my stealth check.
So here, I will attempt to be stealthy as well.
Oh.
Now let's just
hold on. Hold
So I also have a +10 to this.
20.
on.
Zach rolled a 39.
Good lord, people.
Even the
Okay.
deacon rolled a 32.
Well, yeah, he rolled.
I always forget to do this, Mike, and forgive me. But since it's not combat, can we retcon that I first cast guidance on Babbage because he's the least stealthy?
I mean,
Well,
sure.
or basically, I'm gonna guidance everyone and then cast it, so everyone gets to add a D4.
Well, you can only have. You can't. I don't know if you can have multiple guidance going at the same time.
Yeah, but I don't have to Do I have to maintain concentration for the whole time, like while they have the window of rolling it, or is
Well, so
I
you
guess
can
that's
you can
probably
only you can be
worth it.
concentrating on one person and then cast Pass Without Trace, so it's affecting one person.
Okay, that's what I'd like to do. So
Okay.
So I go up to Babbage then after I cast it, and I see like a little bit of snow sticking out from the earth tones of his clothing. So I brush that off, so he blends in better with the buildings. That's the +1.
Got it. So 16 for my stealth. Everyone else passed successfully, I assume.
It's kind of like when the Fellowship is passing through the Misty Mountains, and Boromir rubs the head of Frodo to get like the snow out. Be like, see, you're fine.
All right. So
Please don't
everybody's.
patronize me. I'm like twice your age.
And I'm twice your size.
More than that, sir. Anyway,
Right.
now that I am sneaky.
Okay.
I'd
So
like to-
what's everybody's total rolls here? So we got a 39, a 32.
16 for me.
And at this
16.
point, who is going to be flying, overhead, basically directly over the party, just a little looking for movement, but within.
All right. Can who make a perception check for me?
Yes.
Who are you?
Everyone or just one?
So I'm very stealthy.
So you're a
I
26. Okay.
I would also like to investigate this building if I get a chance. Just kind of like walk around the outside of it, make sure, look in any windows.
Okay.
While remaining
I'm not
stealthy.
a little bit advantage, but
Got it. No, it's fine. Okay. Sorry. So you're all investigating this building.
Yes.
Mhm.
So yes, there is a door. Basically here on this side or on the far side of it, if you're looking around.
This side?
Yeah, basically right there. So yeah. But there's a door. But like I said, there are windows. But it's dark inside and there's no lights.
is it open?
Has anybody tried the door?
I am
Try the door.
in front of the door. I would like to see if the door is locked.
The door is not locked.
I would like to see if the door is frozen shut.
It does appear to be pretty. Yes, there does seem to be some ice buildup on the lock and in the hinge itself. Yes.
All right. How much scrap and time to create a blowtorch?
While he's doing that, I'm going to cast Produce Flame. With
That's the thought I'm having. While I assume somebody just solves this with magic.
I mean, a blowtorch. I mean, it's your flame affect engine. You've got to create. I mean, the fuel for it. I don't know. I'm guessing about
probably solves
10
this.
gold worth. Yeah, but while you're designing it in your head, the cantrip melts away the snow, and you can get into the door just fine. I always appreciate good roleplay though. Hold on. We're gonna grab everybody here.
And I asked Babbage, any chance you could help me get some better armor?
Probably not out in the middle of the wilderness, but certainly when we're back to town and I have access to tools and resources, we can draft up some plans. Can always talk to what's his name with the automail arms.
Put that in your queue because that would be certainly useful.
I will add it to my list of things you want me to do.
There's not
All
too
right,
many on the list.
okay, so you.
I never said it was a long list.
You is So you melts the door. I take it you're going inside.
Once accessible, I would like to.
So everybody is.
Still with a Produce Flame held aloft.
Okay.
Mostly in case we get attacked, because I can see.
Wow, it's shaped so different on the inside.
I can only make so many maps.
I know.
Oh, whoops! I've got too many. There we go. All right. So basically, you come inside into what is
Cozy.
yes, what is.
Yeah, it's very cozy.
I
And
mean, it's
remember
very
who is
cold.
watching
There, like I
outside.
said, there's no light. Yep, who's watching outside? I got it. Um, but yeah, you see, it's comfortable. It's like nothing. I mean, the air is still nothing's. It looks like nothing's disturbed. It looks like it's you've got basically like a desk here, like a some shit library bookshelves. This looks to be like a small like gathering space. You see like a coat hook here, but there's nothing. And then there's windows that you were looking into before.
I would like to check my memory to remember what Vineholm was when this place was not a floating island.
You and well, Bellarmine. Well, let's see. Yeah. I don't know. Roll a history check real quick.
Thank you.
Anyone, if anyone else would like to do so.
As soon as we're inside and slightly cozy, I'm going to start ritually casting augury. And I'd like to ask the DM, what are
All right,
what
you're
is the
gonna,
likelihood?
What, you need. That's gonna take 10 minutes, and you need to give me time. Think about that for a second while you're doing your 10 minutes of ritual
Okay.
casting and think about that. I'm gonna let the rest of these explain what's happening to the rest of these folks who are exploring. So to answer Babbage's history check, so you recall that the island was known for basically being the two different towns that exist, two major towns that exist. Well, here we'll do this just to make things simple on me. So Vineholm, where you're now located, and Stone Grove down here.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, there we go.
I see.
We're known for basically being like really up and coming, um, almost like college towns for wizards, basically. Like four of the schools of magic were taught at Vineholm. Four of the schools of magic were taught in Skondrov. So the idea was that really well-off students and that had high connections could come to the island and come here, learn really high-level magics, and be able to explore and tinker and do things with the resources that come with the mana mine, especially. Which four colleges were taught at which four schools were taught at which town you don't entirely know off the top of your head. But that's what the towns were known for. Canadin, you have basically walked around into what looks like basically an old bedroom with a trunk, a small little like eating table, chest, and what looks like a bed that has been left undisturbed for a very long time.
Anybody, anybody want to go with me to check out the other buildings?
I would like to take a nap before I do anything strenuous.
All right, there's only one bed here.
All right, you. What are you asking me?
Um, if we explore this town right now, is it likely that we will turn into frozen statues ourselves?
And what are you using for this? For
Oh, the
roleplay
material
purposes? Yeah.
More than roleplay, it's got a gold value.
Nothing. Apparently, I have no gold.
Well, no. Like, okay, some sort of tokens.
I have my magic items.
Well,
An
okay. No, you could
explorer's
use your.
pack
I'm gonna
that-
say you could use your star chart for this, or your star map.
Aren't components consumed when they have a gold value?
Theoretically,
Jim-
yes, but for
Jim
the
is
purposes
correct.
of that is true for the purposes of the way his character works. I'm letting that slide for this.
Oh, free augury.
Yes, I'm letting. Yeah, he can do free augury with the way his character is designed as a starry druid and his star map. As a DM, I'm just letting that happen. The stars tell you wheel. So a good result for that question.
Well, wait. Good result as in yes, it's gonna happen, or good result as in you'll be safe.
I assume it's relative to the livelihood of the party. And I asked, what's the likelihood that we turn into a statue? So wheel means not a good likelihood.
No, I get you.
Wheel for good results is how I'm interpreting that.
Yeah. No, I know. I'm being silly.
And Babbage, you have found a wash basin, a washroom, as you walk through.
A
No,
washroom?
actually, there's a washroom, and there's a. Well, actually, I don't think you opened that door. I take that back. You're just.
No, I didn't go in there.
Never mind.
I'm looking at this trunk. My tinkerer's fingers can't help but open boxes.
I mean, it's locked.
Not for long.
Go ahead. And Bellarmine, you said you're going to leave and explore other buildings?
Well, I wanted to go. I was wondering if anybody else wanted to go because there's not a lot of room in here. I was going to go up to that other building that's numbered 13 or 12.
All right, stand by for a moment. Yeah, no, it's a fairly trivial lock. You pop it without too much trouble. Actually, it gives you a little bit of trouble, but you're fine. And you open it up, and it appears to be it looks like it's before you rummage in. You just open it up, and it's clothes, like fine clothing for what looks like a human-sized person.
I will take fine cloth and add it to my scrap pile, and in doing so, also determine the rest of the contents of the trunk.
You find let's say 15 gold worth of fine cloth, some reams of paper,
Reams of paper?
sorry, like a couple sheets of paper, not reams. A couple sheets of paper, a dried out inkwell or a dried out ink bottle, and a quill pen. One of the robes that you pull out seems to have has some embroidery on it for what you believe looks like almost like college letters, like a school insignia of sorts.
Gold thread?
No.
Interesting.
All right.
So all told, scrap value said is 15 gold?
Yes.
Or is that just the value of the cloth?
No, we'll say all told.
Okay. Cool.
Alright, hold on. Alright, since everybody else is still...
How big is this trunk, dimensions-wise?
I mean, it's pretty accurate to what you see in the picture. Like, I don't know, 8 foot by...
8 foot?
Or no, 6... No, like, hold on, I gotta switch back to the maps. I was going to the other one and you're throwing me off. You're asking me more
This
questions.
says it's like
5.
4 by 2?
Yeah, 4 by 2. That's accurate.
Perfect.
That.
After putting the contents of the trunk in my handy haversack,
Yep.
I will climb inside and take a nap.
Okay, Bellarmine. Let's see. All of our party members.
Exploring building 13.
Pardon me a moment. Okay. Where did you... Oh, okay. I'm zoomed in. Stand by a moment. 13. Okay. So you also find a door that is frozen shut that greets you on the front side of it.
Yeah, and I think I can... Should I hit a flame strike, perhaps? Melt it?
That's entirely up to you if you would like.
I don't want to burn down the building.
Hold on.
You can't cast Flame Strike until
I can't only...
you're out of level 5 spell slots.
Ah.
You only have one a day.
Ah. All right. Well, I'll take the tip of the weapon and just kind of use it as a little hammer to knock off all the ice.
Okay, that takes you a couple minutes, but it is happily working effectively. Kanadin, what are you doing?
I am gonna go right to sleep. I need rest.
You're going into the bed.
No, I'll just curl up in the corner. I assume I have a bedroll or something. I'll just.
You do. All right. What are you doing?
Technical difficulties. I'm still in the building for right now.
Are you okay?
One of my headsets died. I'm trying to switch it.
Ah, very good. Okay.
And I'm entering the building.
Very good. So you walk into a building that is very similar to the one you were in before, but as you walk around, you have this room and this building appears to be some sort of just larger office. You walk in. There's a desk in front of you. There's shelves of what looks like old books and some filing paperwork behind it, and then like there's another desk off to your right as you're standing in. And then around, if you like, the similar to the first room, like there's a window that goes outside to your left. There's a door to your right that's open that seems to lead further back. Um, what are you doing with that information?
I'm going to explore the interior and then begin to read everything I possibly can.
Okay, so you come around the other side and it looks like it's just another like larger, nicer office. So there's no bed in this room. It's basically you have two desks that were sort of in the entryway, and then in the back there's a much larger. There's like a table that looks like it's meant to seat 8 people, and then a much larger desk at the end that's like made out of mahogany. Like it's a nice wood desk. And as you randomly do me a favor and roll an investigation.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Let me find it.
Okay.
I can never find things quickly.
Fair.
Investigation.
17. Okay. Um, as you're pulling up. Sorry, go ahead.
I can't see the building. I'm just seeing Vinehome, but that's all
right.
right.
No, I don't have a specific map for this one building. I'm trying to
Right.
paint a picture for you.
Mm-hmm.
So for this one, I assume you sit down at one of the desks or the large table, and you're going to start pulling out papers and just start rummaging through. Is there any particular thing you're looking for that you're interested in, or are you just trying to get a sense of what was this building?
Trying to get a sense of what it is, and if something piques my interest, then I might delve into it more deeply. In particular, trying to find out why all these people are frozen.
Ah, okay. Very good. Give me a moment. Brain farting. Where did I put? Pardon me a moment. Here we go. Nope. No. Okay. You spend about 20 minutes rummaging through. Okay, before. Well, all right. So you're started rummaging through the papers in that building. So Babbage is sleeping in a chest. Kanadin's sleeping in a corner of the building. What are you doing, you?
Resting. I'm still hurt a bit. I need to
Where are
recover
you
spell
resting
slot.
exactly?
I'm still with Babbage.
Is anybody taking the bed?
I assume I don't fit on it.
I left it because Bellarmine complained about only having one,
Fair.
and I can fit in boxes.
Do you close the lid out of curiosity, Babbage?
No, I'm not a vampire.
Okay. So you're just finding a space on the floor and rolling out your bedroll and getting comfy.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, there is no source of heat in this space, but that's fine. Okay. So the three of you are resting. Very good. Bellarmine, you are after about. Actually, no. This is an interesting turn of events. Give me a minute.
And I have closed the door, so
Okay.
it's much warmer in there than it was with the door open.
Gotcha. All right. Well, okay, so you do an investigation check. Also, roll roll two perception rolls for me. 22 and 25. Okay. What did I roll? Okay. You spend after about 20 minutes, you come to realize that you think you've stumbled upon the admissions office for the school. So it looks to be very stiff in like resumes, letters of recommendation, lots of different like names and like ledgers for like people's paying for the school. It looks to be, and it's just a whole that's the type of paperwork that you're realizing you're coming across is mostly, and then like just administrative like markings of like up arrows and down arrows for like different ways like people have been graded, and records of various different names across different spans of time. So like you pull out one binder and it's from what seems to be from I don't have a specific year. Like 100 years, 102 years ago. One's like 103 years ago. Another one's 104 years ago. So that
So,
seems to be the type of
so
stuff you're finding.
we figure out that whatever disaster occurred was about 100 years ago.
Yes, which lines up with when the island disappeared historically.
And is there any source of heat in this building that I can fire up, like a wood stove or a fireplace or something?
There is a fireplace, yes, on the northern side.
So I fire up the fireplace with some wood and,
Okay.
that it was in the building.
Um,
But,
yeah, you'd probably find a little bit left over. I think it was just left. Yeah, sure, it's been sitting there for 100 years. I don't think anything bad would happen with it.
if not, I'll use some of the furniture.
Fair. I mean, you can find one of the chairs around the table. Works.
And I open up all the desk drawers and everything to see if there's anything of interest.
You find, again, it's mostly paperwork. You see some other pieces of like blank pieces of paper, a lot of dried out inkwells, a few quills, a scattering of coins. You think you find like a key, like at one point you find a drawer that doesn't have a key, but you just open up another drawer and you find the key to it and open it up, and there's, again, it's more paperwork. You think you find one like almost diary entry letter, for the gentleman who you guess is the administrative head of the admissions department, but it's just like a grumbling
Peek
of
at,
work.
peek at the diary's last few entries to see if there's anything of interest about this condition of these frozen bodies.
No. It seems to be something about just the guy just complaining about not having gone home in a while.
And,
But
and
it's like
I
just like
gather up all the coins to give to Babbage because he likes coins.
very well. You find 23 copper pieces and 2 gold.
Since I have no interest in them, I'll give them to him as soon as I see him next.
Okay.
It's getting warm. It's getting warm in the building. The door's closed, and its chair's been jammed against it, so nobody can sneak in. And I'm going to do a long rest
Okay. Very good.
on the floor
Got it.
behind the desk.
Okay.
In the bedroll.
Interesting. Okay. The DM needs to think for a minute. This is a very interesting turn of events.
I've only got 26 of 62 hit points, so
Right.
and a lot of spell slots missing.
Yeah, give me a second. Huh. Okay. The last place. Interesting. Okay. I need you over here. Dang it, where my windows go? Sorry, all the DMs pondering things. Alright, so... give me a second. I'm giving me a lot of seconds. Oh, that's terrible. I think that would be a different color. Okay. Oop. Alright. This is gonna look weird for a second. Okay. Nope. You. There. You. Okay. Canadin. You are
Yes, sir.
woken up after you are in a deep sleep. You don't know how long you've been out, and you are woken up by you are roused by your spear going off.
I would get up and I would nudge awake everybody else in the house. Hey, we got company.
Pause that thought. Man,
How do I feel? Do I feel rested?
No. So all what that translates into is Kanadin's going to be the only person that isn't surprised.
Even though who is out prowling and scouting?
Wait, I'm in a box. Like I'm hidden.
I'm aware of
like who is right around this building, just like eagle-eyed, owl-eyed.
Oh, I forgot about the owl. All right. Yep. Okay. Scratch that thought. Thank you, Jeff.
And I've got the door blocked, and I'm hiding behind the desk, sleeping on the floor.
Nice to have a sentry.
Actually, wait. So yeah, what is Paladin doing?
Paladin's with me unless I specify otherwise.
Right.
So
Okay.
if I didn't have him do a thing, then he's doing what I'm doing.
No. Okay.
The spear is
nope.
sentry.
I checked it. No. All right. No, this all works. Because. Yeah. No. All right. No. Back. Nothing's changed. Did everybody roll initiative already, or is that just from before? That's got to be from before.
No, I didn't. I only rolled that.
Okay. And I'm just gonna grab, for the purposes of, give me a second. Wait, no. There we go.
Mine didn't go in.
Well,
It's,
you're actually not in this because you were in a different building.
Oh, okay, all right.
Dang it, where's my 10? Okay, you're gonna be 14. No, I'll bring you back to the other map. Sorry, and we'll go into the other small room because that's where this is actually gonna happen.
So who doesn't detect anything, right?
Who
Not
has
if
not,
they came up from the basement.
Who has not communicated with you, if that's what you're asking?
Okay.
Okay. I need to be.
You dreaming, girl?
All right. All right. put everybody in the quarters just so Bellarmine sees what's happening. All right, so Kanadin, you are roused by your spear, and just as you're sort of getting up,
Good golly.
these two gentlemen
Mike had some fun with Hero Forge.
Oh boy.
barge into the room.
Nice color palette, Mike.
You mean they didn't secure the door?
And
I believe you left.
Yeah, I didn't know you left.
all right,
You
so
mean you didn't secure
and
the door?
Babbage. Right, there was no communication between. Yeah, you just Bellarmine just left. The rest of you went to
Just
sleep.
Dipped.
And Babbage and Yu's turns are non-existent because they are surprised. And my two gentlemen here come barging into the room.
From where?
They come in the front door.
Also, you're not here.
But it
So
wasn't.
even if they were invisible, wouldn't they leave tracks in the snow? I mean,
Not unless they too cast Pass Without Trace.
or dimension door right to the front of the door.
Or any number of DM Fiat.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, well, I want to get my hands on that.
Person. All right. Kanadin. What? Dang it! Where's the freaking spell? Hold on. There it is. Is that not? What's the? Damn it!
Wisdom save or paralyzed.
Okay. Yeah, Kanadin, I need you to make a Wisdom save. Does it have the DC 17? All right, you are paralyzed, and let's see. I'm not gonna throw them all up, but basically, like, the Dragonborn walks in. So the dwarf comes in, points the wand at Kanadin, and you are now paralyzed. The Dragonborn walks in, raises a hand up, and 10 pieces of furniture animate in the space.
Oh, good lord.
And surround themselves around you.
Is that animate objects? Because isn't furniture too big for 10?
I mean, pieces of, like, I don't. There's 10 small enough. Like, it's animate objects.
Okay.
There's 10 small enough things. The theater of the mind. This. I mean, if I really
Okay.
need to start throwing them at you, putting them on the board.
I understand.
Drawer knobs and
Yes.
knickknacks and stuff.
I just, because larger objects have different AC
Wait.
damage and stuff. I was just
Wait.
making sure.
Sorry.
Counterspell!
I don't know why your tokens keep popping up like crazy on my screen.
Oh, sorry. I'm doing that for myself. I forgot I'm doing that to you too.
Yeah.
But no, you're
Okay.
surprised. So there's no. You don't really get to react
don't
at this
get it.
point.
No react.
No.
Not in a surprise round. That's kind of the mechanics of surprise. They get a free round as a
Yes.
result of surprise.
Does whole person let you roll the save every turn?
Yes.
Okay.
At the end of each of its turns.
Okay. So Kanadin, you can roll another save.
Wisdom, correct?
Yeah, DC 17.
I can't see
Also,
the initiative order.
Yeah, the turn order has been cleared for some reason.
What?
I think it's because it was on a different map. You changed maps.
How?
Let's try that again. What was it before? It was 13.2.
That's
So,
annoying.
do we keep the same initiative roll that we had before? Or do we roll again?
No,
You roll just to put yourself on the thing, and then just change it to what you rolled previously.
Yes, please. Thank you.
Because here's my question: would I be able to burn a charge of Amulet of the Century to get?
No. Because you literally were, like, awoken and this happened.
Well, that's why I'm wondering. Like, if I was surprised, then I wouldn't have rolled initiative. I would have.
That's not how the
'cause
mechanics of initiative work.
Oh.
Like, you roll initiative to find out what the order is, but then everybody that's surprised doesn't do anything on the round that they're surprised on.
Gotcha.
right, so I'm on these guys. Okay. All right. So Canadin, you're broken from the whole person.
Does that mean it's my turn, or how does that work?
That also means you can't use your reaction for vigilance, which stinks.
Let's see. Oh wait, hold on. The target must succeed in whizzing through paralyzed the duration. At the end of at the end of your turn, you're unparalyzed. So you're basically your turn is spent paralyzed, but you're unparalyzed at the beginning of it. Bellarmine isn't here. What was used last initiative?
Use actual initiative was an 18.
Okay.
For some reason.
There. All right.
Thank you.
Okay, so yeah. Oh, and I forgot to mention the dragon board sort of spits saying something to the or has animated objects. The dwarf comes in, throws the casts the spell onto Canadin, and the dragonborn says, "Give us," and just points basically at like the two of you and says, "Give us the." Wait, hold on. What voice did I have?
He casts animate objects?
Yes. And says, "Give us the necklace."
On what? What's he casting it on?
Like
Stuff in the
pens,
room.
stuff in the rooms,
Stuff around that room.
like imagine like a book, like bookends animates as well as like
so
random small books.
He's got like the Magneto cloud of stuff that's.
She does, yes.
She does.
The Dragonborn has a cloud of stuff floating around her, and you've got the dwarf behind her. Yes. So yeah, what are you doing? So yeah, she comes barging in and says, "Give us the necklace."
Necklace.
They don't have it.
No, we literally have it.
So what are you doing?
I'm trying to make sense of what's happening. So
Okay. What part of the picture do you not understand?
So the Dragonborn has cast animate objects. The dwarf is just standing there.
Well, the
They
dwarf
demanded them.
Well, the dwarf used the wand on Canaan.
Yes.
The dwarf used the wand. Okay.
Yes.
So now it's my turn in combat.
Correct.
Yep. Canaan's paralyzed. You've been demanded to give them the necklace. And it's your turn to do a thing.
Damn, I don't have. I hate that druids don't get counterspell.
I've only heard any of this commotion. I haven't seen any.
Yes. You're awake though, like it woke you up.
Question: Is this is a wall, right?
Yep.
And this is but he's over here. I thought he was in the bedroom.
If you attack with animate objects, is it considered a ranged weapon attack or a melee weapon attack?
That is easily look upable. I will tell you. But I believe they make each of the objects makes a melee weapon attack. If I'm not
melee,
mistaken.
not so. Okay.
Here.
Yeah, I was reading. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm surprised. I'm prone. I'm in my bedroll, right?
Yep.
Okay. So from within my bedroll, I'm going to cast Conjure Woodland Beings.
This is gonna get chaotic in a small space. All right.
So tell me how many pixies I get.
Oh, yeah, it's a slam attack. That's what it is.
Nope, that's the wrong one. Give me a moment. So our options are. Oh god, why do I have two of these up? That's not confusing at all. Blink dogs, sprites, and pixies. Okay. Okay. Dink, dink, dink. Nope.
Now, another point of order: would dispel magic negate the animate objects?
It's getting tight in here. I'd have to read the description for dispel magic.
I can do that. Dispel magic ends a spell of 3rd level or lower. For each level higher than 3rd, they do an ability check with their spell casting ability. The DC is 10 plus the spell's level.
Animate objects is a 5th level spell.
So DC 12, you make a ability check using your spell casting ability.
Wouldn't it be DC 15? You said 10 plus
10
level.
10 plus the spell. Oh yeah, sorry, 10 plus spells levels. So DC 15, whatever your casting ability is, I assume intelligence.
Druid is wisdom.
Okay. So you do just a wisdom check, and you beat a DC 15.
Okay, how many... Sorry, so many windows. How many pixies do I have?
1.
I see Fox, Pixie, Sprite. Where are the other 3?
Oh, are there 8? I thought it was 6. There should also be a 3rd sprite.
8 quarter. 8 1/4.
Oh, alright, hold on.
So 2 more chances for pixies.
Alright, so you get 2 pixies.
Hey!
2 pixies, 2 dogs, and
4 sprites.
4 sprites.
Oh, 3 dogs. 3 dogs, 3 sprites, 2 pixies.
Okay. I think I remember what sprites do. Hold on. They're not as cool. They can
you make my my token a small token? Not tiny, just small. But that's fine. I guess that is small. Tiny is a quarter of that. You're right.
I was like, how else would you want me to do it?
Yeah, no, you're right.
All right. The sprites are all going to go invisible.
Okay.
And then I guess if they're going to do another action after that, they'd have to wait for the next round.
Yes.
Okay. So the sprites go invisible. Blink dogs can basically just blink and attack. I don't think they have any magic.
I don't know how.
And it was the Dragonborn that...
I'm just curious the mechanics of this spell. That, like, in the span of 6 seconds, you can summon 8 woodland creatures and tell them all what to do. But I mean, that is what it says, so I'm not arguing with it. I just find it fascinating.
Yeah.
It's a lot to do in the span of one spell.
Well, all right. So can I continue?
Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. It was the Dragonborn that spoke, correct?
Yes.
So I'm going to have the blink dogs blink over and attempt to grapple the Dragonborn.
Alright. Grapple. Interesting. Alright. I'm gonna need a blink dog.
And then I have 3 pixies. So that means I have to roll the pixie. Pixie has to roll a DC of 15 to get rid of the animate objects, right?
Yes. Interestingly, does the Dispel Magic get rid of just one animate object, or does it get rid of all of them?
One spell.
Yeah, then's the spell effect.
Okay. So yes, it would undo the... Okay.
Okay,
good.
so I'm going to try 3 times to get rid of the animate objects.
3 or 2?
Don't I have 3 pixies?
You have 2 pixies.
2 pixies.
2 pixies.
2
All
plus
right,
2
2 pixies. So that's... So the DC on that... How do I roll that on the... Their spellcasting ability is Charisma, which is a +2 bonus. So I'm rolling what, a D10 plus 2?
Okay. Sorry,
that-
I was resolving all of your attempts to grapple her.
And rolled amazing, of course.
I mean, they have a +1 strength to her better stats. I'm sorry, you were saying?
Just tell me what to roll for 2 attempts at Dispel Magic.
It's going to be their intelligence. It's going to be if their intelligence bonus is what?
Charisma, because that's their spellcasting ability. It's a +2 bonus.
Okay.
So yeah,
So I'm rolling
roll, yeah,
two
so
D20 plus
do
twos,
2 20s plus
beat a
2, and you're
15.
trying to beat 15.
Okay.
Rough. Great.
All right.
Great idea, though. And then what are the sprites doing?
He said they turned invisible.
Got it.
I'll stand up then, and I'll just stand up. I can't take an action.
Babbage, what are you doing?
So I've heard some commotion. I've heard the incantations to summon woodland beings, which I've heard before.
Yep.
I've also heard a unfamiliar voice incantations for animate objects, which I've heard before.
Fair.
And somebody also said, "Give us the necklace." So I am going to space I left. Do I have to see? You can see. All right. Well, that doesn't help me there. That's annoying. Boom, boom, boom. That stinks. My one bonus action I can't use. I am going to stealthily exit my chest.
Okay.
Do I recall if there's any window or door on this wall here?
Which wall? You never went in there.
No, but from the outside of it, from this side of the wall.
Oh, no, you do not recall. No, there's no window there.
Right. I feel like a John McClane. I need to get into the vents. But I'm not sure how to accomplish that for my current situation. What is this? Is that a doorway?
Yeah, it's just a hall. It's just an archway that leads from one room to the other.
All right. I'm gonna silently and stealthily exit my chest, come to here, remaining out of line of sight of, whatever's through the doorway, to survey the status of Canadin. Once I see him, not approaching it further.
Okay.
I'll roll my stealth check for you here. Since
Thank
I
you.
said I was doing that. Nice.
Okay.
And now... I am going to... I'm going to craft a facsimile of the amulet using my Instacraft skill.
If I was in the room, I would have whispered that.
How long does that take you to do?
From 5th level on, I can craft an item with a value of 1 gold. In this case, it's a fake item, as an action.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. All right.
So, I'm gonna use my action out of sight to instacraft a facsimile of the amulet.
Okay.
And then with my bonus action, I'm just gonna slot the 2 fire materia into my crossbow.
Got it.
And that's my turn.
Okay. All right. At the end, I'm going to specify this. At the end of your turn, Babbage, I need... Where'd it go? I need you to make another spell save, Canadin.
Shouldn't that
Oh,
be
he's gonna try to cast it again?
Yep.
Ugh.
All right.
Well, at least I'm keeping him busy, I suppose.
Okay.
Wait, you said that was the end of my turn?
Yes.
That's odd.
On the Dragonborn's turn... Alright, I have 10... Where is it? 10, 12... Plus 6... Hold on. I need a better version of this. Hold on, animate objects. Nah, 5e. Okay, hold on. How many objects?
So you can do up to 10 small or tiny. So check the stats of either small or tiny.
Alright, small. Okay. Plus 6 to hit. Okay, plus 6 to hit. 10 plus 6 to hit. Okay. Alright, 1. What's your AC, Jeff? 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
3 hits.
3 hits. That's what, 1d8?
At 1d8 plus 2?
No, if they're tiny objects.
They're
Or no,
small.
you did small one.
Yeah, 1d8,
1d8
plus
plus
2.
2s.
Alright.
So 3d8 plus 6.
Oh yeah, that'll work. That did not go. There we go.
Oof. Big rolls.
Alright, so that was the objects, and then... Let's see, where... No. So I need you to roll 3 concentration rolls. Alright, you still retain your friends. Oh, that's not right. Okay, and then... Nope, can't do that. Let's see. Well, that's right. And then... Once. Twice. Nope, both her swings on Jeff miss. And then... The dwarf... Let's see... Once... That'll work. let's see. Jeff, I need you to take a DC 15 dex save. Oh, wait, no. Nope. Sorry, never mind. That's not true. That's for somebody next to him. So that's 14, and then another 25.
Sheesh.
Jesus.
Non-lethal.
Holy
By the way.
macaroni.
On that one, I'm gonna have to use Shadow Defense to have it.
Wait, how many hit points do you have left?
That would have put me at -4.
Alright, so you're at 0.
No, he
No,
halved
I
it.
only took half of that.
Wait, what?
It would have put him at -4, but he used Shadow Defense to have it.
What is Shadow Defense?
The tattoo.
Oh! When you take damage, you can use your reaction to become essential for a moment, having the damage you take for the remainder of the current turn. Oh, cool. Okay. Excellent. Alright, well done. Okay. Okay. Canadin, you're paralyzed again.
Yes. So I roll again?
Yes.
Or was that the last one? Okay.
No. This is your turn now. You get to undo it, and you are still paralyzed.
Womp womp. Wait. Oh, no, never mind. Hang on. Sorry.
You are up and running, and all of your animals are in existence.
Okay, so... Oh, and I need to roll another con save.
Yes.
Okay.
2 of them, actually, because you got hit twice by that phase axe.
Twice?
Yeah.
How's that?
You took
He attacked
14.
twice?
You took 14 damage, and then you took 25 damage.
Oh, I took 14 and 25?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
I'm down for the count.
Ah, all right. You are unconscious. Babbage.
Hearing a big furry flump to the ground,
Party no long rest. Tough.
I am going to shout, "All right, relax. I'm bringing it out." And I will slowly emerge, holding up the amulet facsimile. Just leave us. We were just trying to sleep.
Make a deception roll at advantage.
Deception at advantage.
Yes. 18. 21.
Oh, for crying out loud!
10.
Take the average.
The
The dwarf convinces the dragonborn that I'm telling the truth.
So the dwarf kind of looks all disappointed. They weren't nearly as fun as I was hoping they would be, and kind of walks over to take the skeleton, What? No, I'm reading the word skeleton on the turn order. And goes to take the crystal from you. The dragonborn eyes it suspiciously, but then the dwarf just kind of takes it from your hands, holds it up to the dragonborn pleasantly, proudly, and then starts walking out and like.
So I did have a
yeah.
question actually. Once I
Okay.
came around the corner and saw them,
Yes.
do I recognize the symbols in the clothing? Are these part of the bandit group?
No, nothing about them's.
Totally unknown.
Yeah, no. This is if anything, they're
Blood mage lady, like
yes, that would be the one thing that they remind you of.
okay,
Like their sigilry. Does that make sense?
Sigildry.
Yeah. Like the way, like the styling of their clothes and the way that they're clothed. That's the thing that pops in your head. Was the
Well, that's what
blood
popped in
mage
Jim's head. I just wanted to know that if Babbage.
No, Babbage had the same thought. Babbage is like, oh, okay.
Okay.
Canadin, do you want to try to unparalyze yourself in this moment?
Can
I
I
think I do.
can I help that action?
No.
No, it's not a skill. It's not a skill
Yeah,
check.
no.
Yeah, I've been looking through my I got nothing.
Well, you can't do anything when you're
Yeah,
paralyzed. You can't take actions or
I
reactions.
do.
Speak.
Do I have to roll wisdom? Can I
Has
Yeah.
to be.
It has to be a wisdom save, yeah.
Hey,
Hey! Alright.
That's my action though, right?
Yeah, that is your turn.
that's your turn.
So, with that, they leave.
Wait, whoa! They don't just leave. We're still in combat.
Well, alright, no, for the remainder of their... Okay, I guess for their, that's their turn. You can... Doesn't have to roll a death save because he's not unconscious. Alright, Babbage, what are you doing now?
I don't have to.
No, because you're unconscious.
At what point do I have to roll them?
It was non-lethal, so you're just like it's like you're dead but saved immediate.
They did not. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't catch that.
Yep. I'm tempted to try and hold them. But
I mean, if you're gonna do a thing, do a thing. I'm not... I mean, do what you're gonna do.
I just don't know if I want to.
What would Babbage do?
Like, Babbage is happy that his fake amulet worked, and now we can maybe leave after they leave. So, since we still need to rest, and my buddy's on the ground unconscious, I think I am going to allow them to leave. And then I'm gonna wheel around on my heels and
Canadin,
say
you're
to
up.
Canadin, "Where's Bellarmine?"
At this point, I'd be like, well, that was anticlimactic. Why did they want that amulet, or who sent them to get the amulet?
I don't know. I don't know who they were. They kind of look like that blood mage who put us in a cage before.
Oh yeah. Maybe we should get out of here.
I think we should definitely grab our friend and get out.
Okay.
But what happened to Bellarmine? Did they take him?
I don't know. I thought he was with you.
He wasn't with me. I was in a trunk.
I was sleeping.
So was I. Where the hell's Bellarmine?
At that point, I'll walk over and try to. I don't know. Can I help out you in any way?
There's got to be boot snow prints in the snow.
Well,
I don't really want
Bellarmine...
to follow them because if they determine that the amulet is fake, I don't want to be nearby.
Yeah. What does who
No,
see when they walk out?
I don't-
Like, do they just disappear? Do they walk? Like, what happens?
You are unconscious, so you
I
don't
was
know
gonna
what he's
say,
doing.
yeah.
Yeah, but who would see something in the moment that I come back online?
Okay, are you folks like... Is somebody trying to get...
'Cause-
How are you trying to get
Can
you
you
up?
wake up an
I
unconscious
know
person
we-
at will?
Because here's the thing. I know we normally don't give who a turn in combat because he's always doing the same thing, but he always can have a turn. So
Well, you
Yes.
need to roll initiative for him in the future.
Okay.
That way we
Okay.
don't skip him. That would just be the easiest solution.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, if they leave, like, what do they do after they leave? Like, he would see that. Do you want me to roll initiative for that right now?
In the future, if who is in his own combat turn, then he can roll initiative, yes.
But all he's ever going to do is observe, unless I try to deliver a touch spell, which I have none. So that's what I'm saying. If he's only observing and perceiving, doesn't matter if he goes first or last. Right? Like, I said he was flying around, perched on the building, watching, saw nothing on the way in. Does he at least see something on the way out?
So, again, you're unconscious right now, so you don't know what's going on with who. What are Canadin and Babbage doing for you right now? Or for who right now?
Can you revive someone who's unconscious at will, or is it you just have to wait it out?
No, he basically... Unless you have some magical means to heal him, he's got to wait 1 to 4 hours.
I don't, so
I got nothing.
there's not a lot I can do except make sure that he's not left behind while we try to figure out where the heck Bellarmine is.
Okay.
But I'm not one to drag a furblog, given my size and stature.
Okay. So, what
So
do
I
you
will try and re-enter stealth and follow behind them, not to stay with them, but just to make sure I watch them leave.
Were you guys asleep when I left? Because I said I'm going to go find some place to sleep because there's no room in here.
No one caught that.
I don't know.
I don't think I ever heard that.
I don't know that was clear that you were saying that in character. I thought you were just telling Mike that's what you wanted to do.
All right,
So,
I
Babbage,
don't know.
as you go outside, you see like 2 sets of footprints for like 5 steps, and then they're gone.
Okay, that's probably good. Now I'm just switching modes to figuring out where the heck Bellarmine is. Do I see Bellarmine footprints anywhere?
You do see a set of footprints heading off to the north, yes.
Alright, so I see 3 sets of footprints. 2 of them go in one direction and then disappear, and the other one goes off to the north. Is that accurate?
Yes.
Okay. What is the direction that they started in before they disappeared?
Sorry, say that again?
The 2 sets of footprints that disappear,
Yes.
what direction do they go in before they disappear?
East.
Okay.
Are we still in combat?
No.
Got it.
Have I had enough time to rest?
None of you really know how much time has passed. Although, actually,
I
Babbage,
just know
now
that I
you're
don't feel rested.
Yeah, Babbage, now that you're outside, it doesn't seem like it's maybe been like an hour.
Great. I got a short rest at least. Could I get a health back on a short rest?
Yeah, I got some hit dice. If we had a short rest, I will.
It's roughly an hour. Not I'm like for the
Right,
purposes
fine.
of this,
not a short rest.
Not a short rest.
All right.
Not a short rest,
I'm
got
gonna
it.
follow the Bellarmine-shaped footprints, but I'm gonna do it as stealthily as possible.
All right, roll stealth. I mean, kind of hard to do in the crunchy snow, but yes.
And since
Okay.
I wasn't in combat, how long have I been sleeping?
The same amount of time it's
Same
passed for
amount of
everybody
time
else.
has passed.
Kanadan, what are you doing while Babbage is doing this?
I, being the more stealthy one, will step out and be like, "Hey, man, maybe I should take this walk."
But you
I
guys
think we-
probably
we need to
see
stick-
the smoke coming out of the cabin.
I think we need to stick together, and I think we need to not be in this cabin, this building.
Right.
So please bring you with us. I
Alright.
believe these are Bellarmine's footprints.
Don't they see the smoke and the little bit of flame, fire in the windows?
He hasn't moved really outside the range of the building right now,
Yeah.
so. It would
All right,
make
I
sense.
will. I'll try to grab you. Can I? Not really fireman's carry. Yeah, I guess I could fireman's carry him.
Do me an athletics check, because he's a big furry dude, but you're also a bulky monk. You try to get him up, he's just too big.
Can I just drag him then?
You could. I mean,
Yeah.
I'll make that's a.
I'm dragging him.
So the pick him up was a 15 DC. You can roll again with a DC of 10 to drag him. Yeah, no, he's just.
Not dragging him.
He is a dead
All right.
weight.
He is staying here.
Can I help?
Yeah, you could. I mean, Babbage could help. Yeah, roll.
All right,
roll
I'm helping. So you get
roll
an
your
advantage
first one
roll
again.
instead. Crying out loud. I hate this big furry galoot.
He's a giant creature.
I couldn't have made friends with other gnomes. All right, well, if we can't get him out of here, then we're gonna have to keep him safe. If they realize what I did and they come back, I don't want them to know where we are.
We do have to get out of here. Okay.
But we gotta find Bellarmine before we just dip, and neither of us can become birds.
Then one of us has to stay here with him. Or should we both go and leave him here safe?
I honestly don't know what's best to do here. I'm an inventor, not an adventurer.
Okay, you know what? You wait here with him. I'm gonna go as stealthily as possible and follow
All right.
Bellarmine's tracks.
Follow Bellarmine's tracks. Is there a way to signal me?
Do you have any spells that could do that?
I use a gold worth of materials to craft a whistle as an action.
Got it.
Whistle.
So you now have a
That's a good
survival
idea.
whistle.
Okay, I'll add that.
I love being a tinker. A solution.
Okay, I will only blow this in case of a real true emergency.
If I hear it, I'll come running.
Okay, so I'm gonna go as stealthily as possible.
I return to the building and do my best to revive you.
It's a very short walk.
All right, so
We have no information as to where you went, Dad.
Yeah.
You could be miles
Follow
away.
the footprints.
so Kanadin, you're
Mhm.
stealthily moving. Hold on, you rolled a.
I am.
Did you roll a stealth check? No, you haven't rolled a stealth
I
check.
did not. Call it.
Okay. Yes, please.
Roll it.
Okay. Oh, that was public. That's fine. All right, so you're moving stealthily through the snow. Once you get like around the corner, you do see the tracks sort of follow up to this building with the 13, and there is a black pillar of smoke coming out of it.
And a glow inside because of the fire.
I mean, he's not close enough yet, but you see you see that
Okay.
there's smoke coming out of the chimney over here.
Okay, I will quietly enter the building.
You can't. You can only pound on the door because I jammed a chair in front of the door.
Not the building you're standing in front of, but the one that says 13 on it.
I don't see a 13. Oh, that one.
Okay.
Okay, I see. Okay, let's done that one there. Are there any other entrances? If I check the door's locked.
The
The
door
door's
seems to
jammed?
be barred. Yeah.
Yeah, just pound on the door. I'll wake up.
You can't say that.
That's called
I
tabletop.
probably wouldn't do that.
He's trying to be
I would
quiet,
actually,
remember?
yeah, I'm trying to be as quiet as possible. So I would explore the outside, find any windows, any holes that I can possibly see into the building.
Make a perception check for me.
I can do that.
But that's right. I'm behind the desk.
Cool. All right. So, Kanadin, as you're walking around the building, you notice, and you're coming up on the building with the smoke coming out of it. You notice several things. There seems to be some snow that fell off of the roof of this building and this building recently. Like you can see you know how like when snow falls, it like
Yeah,
makes
sloughs.
an indent.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
like some of that.
Yep.
You can see that that's happened off of this building, and the building you're walking around. And there also appears to be another set of footprints besides Bellarmine's, but like three, like step, and then like that's it. And they actually look like paw prints.
Hmm.
But beyond that, you do.
Backseat paw prints?
I know, right? I kind of gave that away inadvertently.
That's why my default is for all my monster tokens to whisper.
That's
That
fine.
way, if I
I mean, what are you gonna do?
I never
Oh,
accidentally.
you don't. That information doesn't really give you anything besides the fact that there's a tabaxi maybe somewhere, and you have no idea what they are. There
That's a lot
are
of
windows. There's several windows actually around the building. And like as you peer in, yeah, there's clearly a fire that's glowing. There's a table that has a whole lot of papers strewn about it. It looks, yeah, I mean, it's like of all the other places you've looked in, like this place actually looks like there's been a bunch of activity in it.
Okay. So, can I climb in said window, or is it too small?
They appear to be, yeah, they're large enough that you could climb in. They appear to be latched.
Oh, well, I guess that makes sense then, doesn't it? Do I see Bellarmine in there through the window?
No.
Do I see his footprints going right up to this building?
You see his footprints go into the door, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So I guess at that point, I'll try to from this side of the building, kind of quietly rap on the window. try to get somebody's attention in there because I'm pretty confident that's him in there based on the footprints.
You are quietly rapping on a window
Yeah, just like kind of like.
in a room with a guy who is snoring soundly for almost an hour with a roaring fire going.
Yeah, that's gonna be a tough one.
Yeah, no. Nothing
I would.
happens.
Yeah, nothing happens.
Babbage, do a medicine check for me.
Yes.
You do your best to like hydrate him and make sure he's comfortable, but yeah, you is just out cold. I mean, he was pummeled by what is now like scattered pieces of like office furniture or like office supplies, essentially, like that are now scattered all over the floor. I mean, you tend to his bruises a bit, but like, yeah, he's out.
Sure.
Jeff, if you can make a roll a 1d4 for me, just so that I know for reference how many hours you're out cold. Okay, 2. All right, Canadian, what are you doing?
Okay, so at this point, I imagine I have some sort of piece of clothing or cloth on me that I can wrap my hand in and just break the window. I'm getting in there.
Done.
Yeah.
I mean, use as a
And,
you could just definitely like and like.
Yeah, exactly, and then unlatch the window and climb in that way.
Okay, you climb in.
And
you find you're standing in front of a large table. On this side, let me think. So you're standing in front of a large table that has a bunch of papers all strewn about it. There's a very nice, like, mahogany desk off to your right. You see, like, you see, like, snow prints from, like, boots just sort of back and forth all over the place. You can't really make sense of which one goes where. And then there's, like, a hallway, or, like, an entrance way that goes into the room, that goes into another room off to your left.
I will follow those
And you
footprints.
hear snoring coming from behind the mahogany desk.
I will approach with the spear at the ready, but hearing the snores, I will be pretty confident of who.
You've heard these snores before.
I've heard these snores before.
Yeah, you know exactly.
So then I prod Bellarmine with the back of my spear, like, "Hey, get up! Come on, let's have to go."
Bellarmine,
We
you're
gotta get out of
awakened
here.
by the prodding of a spear. The
Yeah,
backside.
well, I wake up, I recognize the spear prodder, and I go, "What's up?"
All right, we just got attacked. We gotta get out of here.
Attacked by what?
By a dragonborn and a dwarf.
Are they still around?
They took off once Babbage gave them what they were looking for.
Is anybody
no
hurt? Anybody hurt?
Yeah, you is down. We could use your help.
Okay, let's rush to. I'll follow you.
All right, let's keep it quiet. So I will still try to remain as stealthy as possible, but something tells me that's not going to be.
Shink,
Yeah.
shink. All right, so yeah, Canaan goes back out the window, but Bellarmine, I don't know if that's your plan as well.
No, I'm going right out the door.
All right, so you unbar the door and go out the front, and discover you, sort of like, I almost kind of imagined him like, because you guys tried to pick him up and then dropped him again, like he's just
like
on
sitting
his face
forward,
with his
slumped
butt
over.
sticking straight up, just like. But yeah, no, he's out cold.
Mass healing wounds.
Assuming you have the spell slots for it, which nobody's really tracking, but here we are. Somebody's having fun drawing something. Oh yeah. Yeah, basically. Okay. Roll. Everybody's got 8 hit points.
His little ears.
And how about cure wounds to our downed?
Yeah, please go ahead. You now has. Everybody gets 8,
Everyone back up to 8.
Everybody got +8,
and
and then
you has 18.
you has another 10. So what did you do, Dad, just then? Mass healing word and
Cure wounds.
cure light
Cure
wounds?
wounds.
Cure
Oh,
wounds.
and just so we have, I suppose I should have theatered this a little bit. The dwarf that hit you with the axe twice, he threw the axe at you, it hit you, it then seemed to teleport off of you back into his hand, and he threw it a second time. just so we have a mental image of how that happened.
I want all their stuff to be my stuff.
Yeah, and you're now all in the quarters.
Oh,
Okay,
All right,
let's
so
let's chit chat later. Let's get out of here.
Let's get out of Dodge. Come
As
on.
soon as they realize that the amulet that I gave was a fake, we're gonna be in trouble.
all right, so let's move. Let's move in a safe direction.
Can we bird?
We should bird.
You can change. You can change one.
How many times can I cast some cure wounds on him?
You have 3 more cure wounds available
All right, so let's do that again.
for the day.
All right, you's got 7 more hit points.
How many is he down still?
Don't know that.
I'm down. There's 40 to go. I'm at 25 of 60.
All right, I'm going to give him one more because he was really beat up.
Fair. There was an extra bruise that he was gained from Kingdon trying to pick him up. It just didn't pan out. That's now fixed. Everything's fine.
You wanna click it again, Dad?
I did.
6.
There you go.
There we go.
6 more.
All
right.
right.
You can only cast the magic known as polymorph one more time before sleeping.
Well, let's do it and get out of here and then go sleep.
Can you polymorph
See,
into anything?
that's all you can do. You cannot change into an animal anymore.
So
Wait, you can't polymorph into an owl?
I have one
You
charge.
can.
I have one spell slot left for polymorph. I have no more wild shape until.
Yeah, no, I
actually
get that. I
get
get that. I get that. I'm just trying to think if there's a way that, because like, I'm small, so I can ride on a medium, and a medium can ride on a large, so that only leaves one person unaccounted for.
Well, I think we ought to be moving in the right direction pretty quickly because if those guys come back and figure out what we've done, they might be a little upset.
Yeah, let's have this discussion, not in this room.
So we're getting up out of the room. It looks like.
They know we were here. If they return
Right.
because they're mad, we don't want to be.
No, I get all that. So we're leaving the room, right?
That's my vote.
Okay. So I'm gonna cast my last second level slot for Pass Without Trace again,
Okay.
and then we should discuss from the safety of the forest, and then get off the map.
Agreed.
Oh, you know what?
And-
should. Can you all see?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Putting you all.
So this is right outside of town.
Pretty much, yeah. What? Who?
Are these cliff faces over here to the north and south?
Hold on a second. Somebody moved themselves way off.
I'm envisioning
There we go.
Fellowship of the Ring, where he's like, we need to get off the road. We do not want to travel.
They're very small, like 5 feet up each.
So
and
we
it's
can-
just, it just
so
seems
we
to be
can
like a
basically-
natural rolling hill.
So we can traverse. Okay.
Yeah, you can traverse it, no problem.
Come, we must hide in the forest.
They're going south. Okay.
I'm following you, buddy.
yeah, follow the druid for sure.
Yeah.
There's a centaur.
Oh boy.
Oh
We didn't wanna-
goodness.
Yeah, so as you move south of the road a good 5 minutes, you come across a clearing where you see that.
I hold my hands up and I go, shh, 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 shh.
I'm not fighting this thing. I played Breath of the Wild.
Yes.
Let's see.
Why do we shush horses? They've never spoken.
Nay.
All right. Where? I assume you're heading.
Ah.
Are you heading west or east at this point?
West,
West.
I would say.
West.
Yeah.
All right. Give me a moment.
I would assume that before we actually get to the edge of this clearing,
Yeah,
but
we
since
can
it's pretty
see
big
the centaur
clearing-
before we come out of the tree line. Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Exactly.
you see the centaur before the centaur. Yeah, let's
All
call
right,
it
good.
centaur before the centaur sees you.
Have I ever encountered a centaur?
You've never seen anything like this in your entire life, no.
Okay. Do I know anything about them from lore?
Roll a history check.
Sure.
Give me a second before I.
Really, all I'm trying to determine is whether I know if centaur out in the wild are inherently evil or if they're just kind of doing their own thing. Like, should I be thinking of this thing as a wild animal or a bad guy?
You should be thinking it as an intelligent and aggressive creature that's very territorial.
Intelligent, territorial, aggressive creature. Noted.
Yes.
All right, let me grab.
Do I know if they generally speak any languages that I might
They are
speak?
usually when I say intelligent, I mean
intelligent.
like they do speak a language. You don't know what.
Okay.
You know they have some language abilities.
Understood.
Okay. Bah, it's not perfect, but it'll work. Oh wait, can you all see?
Yes.
Okay. There do not seem to be any creatures in these woods.
Excellent.
Okay.
Uninhabited trees, just what we wanted. I think it's time to igloo up and sleep safely for once in our lives.
Agreed. Once we get some rest, then we can continue flying home.
You passed.
You
You
wonders-
cast past
you
without trace,
wonders-
right, Jeff?
He did.
I did.
Okay.
All right.
So you're creating an igloo and you're resting. Is that what I understand?
We are resting. We need to rest, and we need to rest in a place where we don't know where we are.
You wonders if
Oh, can't be tracked except
One
by
more-
means. Okay, that's
one more
got it.
flying
All right.
episode with the bird, and Canadon moves fast. Canadon can move on the ground, and we move even further, and then rest.
I can move pretty quick.
Yeah, I mean, if you're running at 90 and he's flying with the rest of us on his back, we can cover some ground before we break camp. If we don't think this is safe enough. How far away from town have we traveled at this
I'm
point?
freaked out right now because they somehow got through who. And
Oh,
who's
I'm
evil
sorry.
too.
There's something I should have. The moment like you try to connect with who, he's not there. He's gone.
They killed who? They just shot him out of the sky. Noted.
Well, gee, just destroy everything I try to do. Like literally. Spell slots, no. Sentry, no. Pixies, no.
I mean, some of that's just dice.
It could have been a different fight if I had gotten Wall of Stone up.
Listen, if you want to fly, I can run. Just stay nearby. Don't run too far ahead.
Or Maelstrom. Ooh.
What's the move speed of the eagle?
Much faster than
80.
90.
So,
There we go.
well, yeah. But basically, it'd be like, as you're running straight, we're corkscrewing above you. Kind of corkscrewing.
Yeah, but that still at least keeps me. The slowest party would be me,
Right.
Shouldn't we be going south now?
and I can move quick and stealthy. So that might not be a bad idea.
I mean, I just want to rest, and then we can figure out where we're actually going. I just want to get some sleep. I'm so tired. I'm so
Okay,
exhausted. My
so
poor
I'm gonna
gnome
then-
brain hurts.
I'm going to polymorph myself into actually an owl, not an eagle, since we don't need max speed. We're not leaving Zach behind.
I absent-mindedly just climb into his down. I'm just like, pillowy. Babbage is so sleepy.
Hold on. Where's my
Oh,
stat?
technically, I have to ride on Bellarmine for this to work.
So you're turning into an owl? Is that fair?
Tis.
Say that again?
So you're turning into an owl.
Yes.
Okay. So you're an owl.
Wait, before we, which way are we going?
I believe south.
Yeah, I heard Bellarmine say south, so it's...
Now,
Okay.
you
South
wild
it is.
shaped or you polymorphed?
He polymorphed.
Polymorph.
Cast polymorph for me, or yeah, throw the polymorph spell up for me.
Oh boy, unknown magical.
I have my mana crystal on me.
Yeah, no, I'm keeping an eye on that. Okay, that was what I wanted to know. All right, thank you. All right, so you're flying south now.
Yes.
Okay.
So we leave no discernible tracks coming out here, and then there'll only be one set of footprints from the elf, who probably doesn't leave very heavy footprints at all.
I am moving as stealthily as possible.
Well, okay, you were either moving with speed or you're moving with stealth. You can't have both.
Okay, then speed. Speed. I'm going to choose speed over stealth there.
Is that true?
I mean, they're both actions, and one is counter to the other.
That's reasonable.
Do you have to redo the stealth action every turn?
I mean, no, but I'm trying, like, just realistically. Like,
Yeah, no, that makes sense. You can either run or you can be quiet.
Yeah, like, you can either try to, like, do your best to not be noticed, or you can move
I
at
guess
max speed.
only a rogue could do both, because that's what rogues do. That makes sense.
Pretty much, yeah.
Because a rogue can hide, move, and bonus dash in a
I
turn.
am one level rogue.
That's true. All right.
That is true.
Well, all right. So you're moving fast and you're doing it as stealthily as possible. Got it. Okay. Okay. So you are moving south through the wilderness. Okay. We're gonna pause it here, just so that I can think through how this is gonna play out now that you've got somebody on the ground.
Okay.
And it's about 11:15 or 11:10 anyway.
Well, we can only travel for about an hour, so can we at least travel for an hour and then take a long rest?
I mean, maybe not. Maybe Mike might have something happen during that hour. I don't know.
I get it. Like, if something's happening in spite of our preparations, I get that. But if not, then
Okay. We'll do this. All right. So the owl's sort of circling overhead, and then Canadian's running along on the ground. Yeah, that's the idea.
That's the idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're capped at 90 movement per 6 seconds.
Got it. And okay. Canadian, roll me a stealth check then.
Roger that.
oh boy.
I mean, the minimum I can roll is 14.
That's amazing.
He's running about 10 miles an hour, if you're curious.
You have a giant owl.
That's fast.
How fast is he running? Sorry.
Roughly 10 miles an hour.
That's
It's
ridiculous.
15 feet per second.
Ridiculously fast. How fast to, like, freaking
Well, in D&D, it's
Olympic
fast.
runners
That's
go?
not really that fast, real world. But
10 miles an hour?
no, that's not
Good
fast. at all.
run, man.
How fast do
That's a
people-
jog.
That's a 6-minute mile for 10 miles. That's not nothing.
Okay, it's like it's a.
I didn't
like
say it's nothing. It's not like a full out. It's not like a full out sprint.
That's a.
Full out sprint would be 20 to 25, depending on how talented you are.
Yeah, the 100 meters can be run at closer to 20 miles per hour.
Okay, that's helpful. He's running. He's not just jogging. That's anyway. Okay, but he's somehow managing.
But he's only
to
going
do
10.
it.
He's going half the speed of a Olympic sprinter.
Got it. While also managing to be stealthier than
for 10 miles
than all of you.
While not leaving footprints.
Yeah, well, he would be.
He's
sprinting,
Legolasing,
but,
man.
Yeah,
Let the elf be an elf.
I'm Legolasing. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm
He's
doing.
successfully elfing. Yes, he is elfing.
I'm elfing.
Elf gone elf.
Okay. But then you also have a giant owl flying over the woods. Going in circles.
Well, it doesn't need to go in circles. I don't know why we said circles.
Okay, what's the... Alright, alright.
I think he was
fly
how,
slowly.
you,
because
explain
his
to me how
fly
you are
speed is
flying.
faster.
How are you
Say
flying?
that again, Mike?
Explain to me how you are
How?
flying. Yes.
So if Canadan's in a straight line, then I'm above him doing
Oh,
wide arcs to try to keep him.
He's doing wide arcs. Forget what I said.
Wide arcs. Okay.
Not like so I break line of sight, but like, whatever
like-
the geometry actually
Like
is.
zigzag, like slalom flying, just to add some lateral into your forward movement.
Owls can fly
do that,
slowly.
but I actually want to I want a circle like that, so that way I, as the owl with my amazing vision, can see anything coming from any direction towards our current vector.
Sure.
Okay, that's helpful. Alright,
But it does make you look out of place. That's the only downside.
If anything sees us that
Okay.
knows what's up, then we're already out of place. Like, I don't think a wild beast is going to attack us because I'm flying like that versus a normal owl flight path.
Giant owl, but sure.
Where's... Oh, that's why.
And we have this for an hour, so
Right, no, I get that. Did I give you...
An hour gets us 10 miles,
Did.
which is...
Okay.
Well, that's only like 5 feet, so 10 miles could get us really far.
Okay.
Mike's map's not to scale.
Alright, you... Actually, I've got it up. Or do I? Can I just click?
You... Bing, bing.
Do you have a giant owl character
Oh.
sheet up?
Hang on, point of order.
Yes.
While I'm sleeping on Bellarmine's shoulders, riding on the back of this owl, I am short resting and consuming hit dice.
That's fair. Alright, well, you and Bellarmine can do that. I'll allow it.
you're saying I, as an owl, can. I mean, how does that work? Because I'm in a different
No.
body.
Sorry. Bellarmine and Babbage
Okay.
can do short rest stuff. Well,
What about-
actually, no, I'm speaking.
What about my magic items? Can I still use like Amulet of the Century or something like that?
Yeah. Actually, I don't know.
Is that true?
No, that's probably not.
Let me see. I will Google it.
It's polymorph. It's not wild shape. There's different rules.
It would probably be the same in wild shape too, I imagine.
I do not have giant owl.
Well, the text in the creature can't activate, use, wield, or otherwise benefit from any of its equipment.
Okay.
All right. Here. 17. Okay. All right. So you. Actually, no. Just yeah. So the
The
Jeff,
last sentence of the spell.
roll a d20 plus 5 twice.
Me?
Yeah, that's the giant owl's perception. You have advantage for hearing and sight. So. Okay, so
23, 22.
Wonderful. Okay. Heading straight south, you do after about 45 minutes, you do realize you're coming across another clearing with another one of those
Horseman?
centaurs, as you were calling them. What do you choose to do?
Okay. Sorry, without my head, I have my laptop volume jacked all the way up. Both of my headsets were low battery.
Okay.
45 minutes into the flight, you see a clearing with another centaur.
So I see it. How far away am I from it as soon as I see it? And also, where's Canadan relative to
Canadan's directly below you. It's I don't know, 1,000 yards off.
Okay. I know we didn't specify anything ahead of time, but I'm basically gonna
1,000 yards.
try to air brake for a sec. I will not do anything to affect the likelihood of my companions falling off, but basically like slowing up and like flapping somehow trying to get their attention.
Is that an accurate distance, Mike?
What, an owl? Oh, okay, quarter of a mile. Because that haze is still in existence. So 1,000
Yeah,
yards.
1,000 yards is like 60% of a mile.
Right. So I guess more like 500. Well, let's see, 5,200. So like 1,000. All right. So like 1,500 feet, really. So, but the point being is it's far away.
Got it. All right.
So if nothing else changes, we will fly right to the Centaur. Basically.
Correct.
Okay,
Because-
and I see Canaan on the ground.
Yeah, Kanadin. I mean, Kanadin's. I'm imagining him doing like
Is
this,
there-
like,
is there
ninja,
enough
like this
room
ninja
for me-
sprint, like
Right, got it.
Naruto running.
Is there enough room for me to fly down in front of him and kind of conspicuously change direction so he takes the hint? Hopefully, takes the hint.
There's enough room for you to do that. Yes.
I'd like
Yeah,
to
I would,
do
I would
that.
definitely take that hint. If you could like dive bombed me and then like swooped off in one specific direction, I would.
So we'll veer. We'll veer southwest. That's what I'll do. Is I'll cut southwest until I feel comfortably far away from the Centaur, and then cut back southeast to then resume the southward direction.
Okay. Give me a minute. Where's what? Oh, that's why I've got the search on. All right. As you do that, I just want to let you be aware. Where'd they go? There they are. Yeah. Did that work? There we go. Off to your left, aka east, as you're flying along, you think you see a roaming pack of these creatures.
Ice Worgen?
Not anywhere
So-
close. They're not moving in the direction that you are. Like, they're moving off to the northwest, so they're actually kind of moving the opposite direction of you are, and they don't see you. Or they don't seem to see you.
All right. Well,
moving,
as soon
but-
as I see them, I'm gonna get as low as I can above the canopy cover, so I'm not sticking out.
Okay.
Would you
And-
perch? Or
Well, you said they're moving the opposite direction.
Yeah, you are moving south. You said you're moving southeast? Or southwest? Sorry.
Southwest, and then
Okay.
when I feel like we're beyond the Centaur's clearing, then cut back southeast again, and then resume the normal vector south.
Yeah, no, so like, yeah, you're moving southwest. You basically saw them far off to the east, moving northeast.
Okay, so kind of on the Centaur side. Same.
A little bit further to the east than the Centaur.
Okay.
But yeah, and you think you saw at least 6 of them.
Huh.
You're not
I'm gonna
sure.
have a lot to report when I get a tongue back.
But yeah, no, you saw just like, yeah, roving.
Okay, and
Creatures.
at this point, it's probably close to the polymorph wearing off, right?
Yeah.
So now I'm gonna.
Essentially, yeah.
I guess at this point, I'll just fly in front of like 10 yards ahead of where Canadian's going to be, and then just land on the ground. And I'll give my friends a few seconds to dismount.
I
But
was
I'm
say
gonna end
Bellarmine and Babbage are jostled awake by the owl landing. And you
You
do
feel
find
you're
yourself
kind of like
you do find yourself toward the bottom of this mountain. It is on the map, by the way. Small mountain.
So it's like the southern base of that
Well, eastern, but yes.
eastern base of the
There,
due
basically.
east, northeast, or southeast.
East by southeast.
Okay.
Here,
Um,
I'm zoomed in, and I'm putting the owl where I think you are. Except I can't get it right now. Dang it.
So as soon as we land,
There we go.
the cleric and the artificer feel the owl kind of shifting its wings and body weight around.
There we go. Anyway, yes.
A short rest would do what to our
You can
hit
roll.
point?
You don't get spells back, but you can consume a resource called hit dice to get health back. You have 9 hit dice that you can roll, up to 9 of them, which are d8s. So in your character sheet,
How do I roll?
in your
How do I
character,
roll it?
in your character sheet where you see your current hit points, below that is a box that says temporary hit points. Below that is a box that says hit dice. Just hit the word hit dice however many times you want to roll hit dice.
What does that do?
You now have 21
You
hit
rolled a
points.
9, a 4, and an 8, so you can add that health to your health.
You can add 21 hit points to your mana pool, or your health pool.
So you can go to 57.
And the two of you feel the owl trying to buck you at this point.
Okay, I dismount.
And the cleric?
Also,
I'm back.
Okay.
Oh, you have seen many things while flying as the brother owl. You saw another centaur. They are creatures that do not like any other creatures near them. And then, what was it that I saw? Was it a knoll? Do I know what it was?
I will show you a picture again. Hold on.
Well, I'm saying, is that something I could roll to see if I know what that was?
You've never seen. I mean,
Not any. So it doesn't resemble anything I know, not even half close.
I mean, it resembles creatures that you've fought on this island before, but nothing natural otherwise.
Oh,
It's an ice worgen.
well, if they had a name before, I don't know. I know we fought them. They weren't gnolls, right?
No.
Can I roll a wisdom check or an intelligence check? to
Oh,
remember
I've been
what they're
calling them Lycelots.
Lycelots. And you knows that, right?
Yes.
Okay. There was a pack of Lycelots moving in the opposite direction towards Rhino, back by the centaur. And how long has it been since we've seen them? Like 5-10 minutes?
15.
15? They were fairly close, but moving the other way. We should pick a good hiding spot.
I am all for hiding, and I'm still sleepy.
You has not slept in 24 hours. You was spent.
So what are you using for shelter?
can we get our tokens or no?
I don't know what that means.
I don't have
I
a
can't-
I don't have a specific. No, we're on the world map because I don't have a specific map for
Yeah,
where
yeah.
you have randomly chosen to land.
So
in the
it's
wilderness.
it's kind of rocky terrain, right?
You're at the edge of the. I mean, the woods do go up up the mountain at this elevation because you haven't exactly gone up yet. But it is.
Is there
somewhat
enough
rocky.
snow to burrow underneath it? Is it deep enough?
You can find a place where it's deep enough to burrow. Sure.
Okay. Where the
We
snow is,
Can we like mold the earth into a domicile?
I do not have that cantrip.
Hang on a second. Let me see.
I have a plan. I have a plan. So, where the snow is deep enough for us to dig a narrow hole, get underneath, be warm, but also be harder to see.
Okay.
Wherever that is it wherever this depression of snow is?
Mm-hmm.
Are there any natural rock outcroppings nearby it, or is it just kind of out in the middle of like the open?
No, you can find some outcroppings if you.
Beautiful. Then I'm going to cast Erupting Earth 3 times to make large mounds of difficult terrain to obscure the view from at least the ground level view, right?
Okay.
And so wherever the outcroppings are, I'm gonna. So I don't know what it looks like exactly, but basically just to make it look like I'm going to use erupting earth as best I can to make it look like the rock outcropping extends farther than it did originally. And then in
Okay.
the middle of that, so we're surrounded by difficult terrain, and it stays and it's not concentration, I'm going to burrow under the snow and hunker down for the night.
Just you?
Well,
So
I hope they follow.
my-
I'm making
my
a
sleep-
fortress.
My sleepy-eyed self is like burrowing into the fur of my favorite teddy bear named you.
And I,
Like I have his big paw like around my arm around his big paw, like he's my Winnie the Pooh bear.
Paladin, meanwhile, has his entire body wrapped around Yu's hand.
can I crawl into the hole and cast Hollow, touching the area that we're in?
Can you
It's a
look the spell?
5th level spell. Do I have any?
Not unless you have herbs, oils, and incense worth 1,000 gold.
Also, I think you've used up all your 5th level spells.
Yeah, I think I'm out of spells.
Yes, that would make sense.
So I'm going to start burrowing,
Okay, yep.
get down a ways down, and then once I get down to a level that I'm comfortable with and make a big enough space for all of us, then I'm going to use create or destroy water, and I'm going to create water,
Okay.
and then I'm going to use shape water to freeze it so we're entirely encased in ice underneath for better insulation.
So you burrowed into the ground,
Yes.
and you have sealed yourself in with ice.
Almost completely.
Define almost completely.
Well, you gotta have a vent.
That's okay.
Yeah,
That's
the
what I
vent,
was
the vent
concerned
is
about.
the exit.
We're all Eagle Scouts. We know how to do a snow hut.
Yeah, I'm making,
I just
I'm
want to
making
make
an
sure.
underground.
Just like I sealed the
making an
entrance. I'm like,
underground-
you're gonna run out of air, but all right.
No, I'm making an underground. This is what happens inside an igloo: is that the fire warms up some of the snow, and then it refreezes, solidifies, stronger, better insulation.
Got it. Okay, I think I have an understanding of what you've done here. So, all right, Babbage is resting. I think you is fairly exhausted.
And then
from making your.
I'm
own
going
hubby
to,
hole
before I go off to sleep, I'm going to ritually cast Find Familiar again,
and make another who.
or just
Who
and then I'm
too?
going to tell him to stand watch outside, pretty close arcs, but basically, every 30 to 60 seconds, coming back in close enough to deliver a message if there's one to be delivered. So
Got it. Okay.
within a couple hundred yards in any given moment, no farther than that.
Okay. Canadian.
I'm going to try to find the comfiest place for me to rest as soon as possible.
All right, you're all
I
pretty
need-
close in together, but
I-
it works.
I need to heal up.
You're
Yeah.
You're all exhausted at the point where you don't care.
Yep.
Bellarmine.
I'm sleeping.
All right, everybody's out cold. Cool. We'll call that
Keep my spear close.
right. Everybody's asleep in your little underground hidey hole. I like it. And with
And
that,
hopefully there's enough ice that if his spear starts to vibrate, all the ice within starts to vibrate, so we all feel it.
Everybody can sleep with a hand on my spear. How's that?
just imagining, everybody,
Everybody's just got to grab my hand.
everybody got the pole of safety.
Got it?
Cool, okay.
That'll solve it.
Hold
That'll
on,
solve it.
safe.
I mean,
we're
I can
all
also
on a
imagine you
spoon
just
chain.
have it wedged up into the
I know.
ice so that the ice will vibrate. But I mean,
Jim had
oh no, did we lose Jeff?
We lost
Jim
Jeff.
had-
Can you hear me?
Oh,
Jim had.
Jim had one of the all-time great RPG gambits to be like, "Oh, you want this artifact? Here you go, bud." And I'm trying like hell to make sure we don't spoil that, because otherwise it would have.
Yeah.
Because those guys are going to be extra pissed once they figure out.
If their magic could get them inside to where we were that quickly, and then they're casting 5th level spells, then
Well, maybe they'll encounter
Be in
those
trouble soon.
those ice wolves there. That pack of ice wolves.
They probably
You know.
employ the ice wolves.
yeah.
Yeah. That's probably not going to slow him down too much.
All right.
Or a couple of centers.
Everybody say goodnight to the internet.
Good night, the internet.
Right, the internet.
We'll see you next week or next time when we're all level 10.